Oh my goodness. Well, that was really, really fun. Wham! Oh my days. Aston Villa 4, Newcastle United 1. This week, Aston Villa have just played an emotionally charged, really difficult game against Paris Saint-Germain where they go 2 down, they come back and win 3-2 in heroic circumstances, and then in the end, they go out of the Champions League. So this week has been a physical and emotional, draining experience, right? And you think, can they bounce back? Can Aston Villa come back from that? Can they follow it up? All the emotion, all the physicality, all the things we had to do in that game to fight back against maybe the best team in world football. And then you're playing Newcastle, right? And earlier this season, Liverpool lost to PSG, right? And then followed it up by being absolutely awful against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup final. And they blew them away, right? Newcastle blew them away, right? Today, you think, can Villa do it? Can we follow up that PSG game? What did Ron Saunders once say? Would you bet against us? That result was beyond anything I had in my wildest dreams. Because let's face it, we simply have not played well against Newcastle in recent times. 3 losses in a row and 3 absolute batterings. And they were the team last season that ended our winning streak at Villa Park. So you're going into this game after the PSG game with the form they're in and you're thinking, this could be the one. This is the real test now because, of course, they're flying. They're winning all the time. They're well into the Champions League places. You think they're going to get second or third maybe. And then Aston Villa just rocked up and just played with such calm, surety, class, press. That was absolutely feckin' brilliant. That might be one of the best days of my life. Because let me tell you, right, let's get all the good stuff out of the way first. Yesterday, or the London Lions, the Aston Villa London Lions played against Newcastle's fan base. We won 5-2, brilliant, of course. And we love the London Mags, the London Lions. I've got a lot of Newcastle fan friends down here, so I do love the guys. And also, Newcastle fans, I'm very happy that you got to see a trophy lift this season. Finally, it's been a long time coming. You've had some very dark days under Mike Ashley, and now it's nice to see Aston Villa and Newcastle, 2 teams who've undergone a lot of dark days in recent years, actually getting to experience this level of brilliance, right? We're seeing 2 teams who are quality, have their own skills and all this, and are now letting their fan bases experience things we never got to experience or didn't experience for a very, very long time, right? Now, and I also wish Eddie Howe really well. I wish Eddie Howe a lot of, I hope he gets back to full health very soon, right? Because I'm sure he's going to lead Newcastle on to other great things as well. So all that. Now, I will go back to the Newcastle loss 3-0 when a lot of Newcastle fans who came onto this timeline were not very polite to me, right? They said there was a lot of weird abuse that I got, a lot of weird things said to me about things that I said John Duran wasn't a red card, right? So I haven't forgotten that, right? So that made it today particularly sweet. And then 2 years ago, I remember a Newcastle fan saying, Aston Villa are nothing more than a small little club living in our shadow, right? Well, today, Aston Villa clambered out of that shadow, looked out into the sunset, looked up into the bright sky, saw a flock of magpies flying over, pulled out the Cameron Archer's bow and arrow, fired it up into the sky, and the magpies came crashing down to earth with a thud. It was beautiful. Did not see that one coming. Newcastle 5-0 in midweek. What was it? 5? They battered someone else. It battered United last week as well, didn't they? They're a really top side. They're a quality side. They're big. They're physical. They hassle you. They foul you. And they offset you from your... They try and offset your game by being all physical and strong. And it's, Aston Villa, in recent times, we've not been brilliant at dealing with that. Today, we were just supremely good at dealing with it. From the first minute, Aston Villa had to start fast. We had to start fast, and we did. Ollie Watkins with a goal gets the deflect. It's a deflection. It's a fortunate goal, but we had to start fast. And after 33 seconds, Ollie Watkins goes and scores it. Ollie Watkins today, man of the match for me. He gets an assist. He gets a goal. He led from the front. He won every battle. And there's not a defender in the Premier League that looks at Ollie Watkins and goes, I want to play against that man, because he never, ever stops. He's physical. He's strong. He's handsome. He's brave. He's strong like the Mountie in WWE back in the day. He's got the lot, right? And today, he was just fantastic, just as he was against Southampton last week. He clearly feels he has a point to prove, and he's risen to the challenge of having Marcus Rashford there. He equaled Gabby's record. Thank God. Chef's kiss. Gordon Ramsay looks at that and then says that's a Michelin star meal. A Michelin star meal performance from Ollie Watkins. We love you, Oliver George. We love you. Equal the record. Go break it now. Go break it, mate. Then, so we start fast, we start hard, and it was just that Aston Villa, Newcastle, they unsettle you. How many fouls did Bruno Guimaraes get away with today? I mean, for Christ's sake, every single week in the Premier League, let the game flow. Don't pull out the yellow cards too early. Let physical challenges get away. The problem is that teams like Aston Villa, who play in a certain way and do get fouled a lot, every single week you're looking at games and going, why is there not a booking here? Is it gonna any plans on a yellow card soon? Maybe. And Bruno Guimaraes, what was it? 4 fouls. It took a 5th one to get a booking. Unbelievable. But whatever. We dealt with it. And Aston Villa, unfortunately, couldn't get that second goal. Watkins hits the post with a header. Watkins hits the crossbar. And then Newcastle, they win a foul that I don't think was a foul. Kamara won the ball from Livramento, but whatever. It's given as a foul. Ball into the area, comes back out, and then Harvey Barnes with a good ball to the back post. And Fabian Schär's just a bit bigger, isn't he? Got the jump on Ian Maatsen, headed it down and goes through the legs, 1-1. And you're thinking, ooh, what's going to happen here? We've hit the bar twice, we've hit the post twice. And then after that, we almost score straight away with Ian Maatsen, who again was fantastic today as well. He's really coming alive recently. Ball into the area, just like the ball against Nottingham Forest 2 weeks ago, which Marlon scored. Asensio today missed it. Easy chance, should have put it away. And we should have been 2-1. All right. And then instead, carries on at 1-1. And you're thinking, is it going to be one of them days? Newcastle a little bit in our heads at the moment, aren't they? They've had a really good run against Villa in the last 2 years. But instead, Villa just kept going and going. I thought Yuri Tielemans was fantastic. Boubacar Kamara, as always, absolutely brilliant. And do you know whose distribution today was, again, the distribution of the world's best goalkeeper, Emi Martinez. His balls out today, every single pass, a short pass, balls over the top into Ollie Watkins, balls that were just chipped into the midfield. Every single pass he made was fantastic. How is the world's best goalkeeper underrated? Every single time I listen to a Premier League podcast or I listen to Premier League experts, who all used to play for Manchester United and, Liverpool, you hear them and they're like, the best goalkeeper in the Premier League by miles, has to be, it's got to be Alisson, hasn't it? Or if it's not Alisson, it's, Edison. He's a top keeper, he is. Emi Martinez has won Lionel Messi all the trophies he dreamt of in recent years by being absolutely brilliant, dragged Argentina to various trophies, and Villa have not had a great goalkeeper for many, many years. The level this guy is at, ball playing, his coming out to catch the ball, his shot stopping, he's just sheer cojones, the sheer cojones on the man. He is just the world's best goalkeeper. And I'm not going to listen to any bullshit from, pundits who half-watch Aston Villa every now and again going, yeah, Alisson's better. Liverpool are going to breeze past Aston Villa in a quarter-final of the Champions League. Well, that didn't happen, did it? Things are changing. Times are changing, as Bob Dylan said. And if Bob Dylan was in his artistic peak right now, he'd watch an Aston Villa game and write and a second version of the times are changing, and it'd be even better than the God genius one he wrote in the 1960s. Thank you, Bob, for being you, and just wonderful, right? So Villa come out in the second half, and you're thinking there were 1 or 2 moments in that first 5 minutes. I thought, we just not quite, in the final 5 minutes of the first half, for instance, the 1 or 2 moments where Aston Villa were a little bit sloppy, right? We just weren't quite concentrating, gave the ball away, gave Newcastle an opportunity, but fair play to our defence, gave Isak absolutely nothing. Isak, one of the best players in world football, incredible player. But Villa, got a little bit sloppy, and you're thinking, right, if that carries on into the second half, Newcastle with the quality of player like Tonali, who is, Tonali, brilliant. I love Tonali. I just love them. I think it's fantastic. But with a level of play of somebody like him who's going to keep driving at you, Guimaraes is going to keep going at you, and Isak there, they can punish you. They just can if we don't. But instead, Villa came out, and I thought first 5 minutes a little bit slow, but then got into it, worked our way into it, and did not let Newcastle hassle us at all. With our ball playing, particularly through Tielemans and Kamara, was absolutely fantastic. And then when we get that second goal, Emi Martinez's chip into I think it was Morgan Rogers, was, honestly, Tennessee Williams would be inspired to write a play about that. Beautiful ball over the top. He called it ball over the top, right? Rogers takes it down. Ball into Watkins, I think it was. Watkins, or maybe Tielemans, and Tielemans to Watkins, however it went. Watkins then runs and runs, holds his run, holds it, waits for Ian Maatsen, who was fantastic all day. Ball into Maatsen, and what a finish. It reminded me of that Grealish to Matt Target Brighton goal many years ago in the last minute that kept us up in the league. An absolutely world-class back-to-front goal, and all day long it looked like Villa were going to do that. The ball from back to front all day long was absolutely amazing. Please like, please subscribe. I can see lots of comments coming in. If you're delighted Aston Villa won today, please subscribe. Please give us a like. Please comment. I'll get to all the comments in a sec. But absolutely fantastic play from Watkins again, Martinez, Rogers, Tielemans, all of them, and Ian Maatsen. Ian Maatsen so in January there were 2 games where Ian Maatsen got beat down his side, 1-on-1, ball across the area. I think it was Leicester and Chelsea, the 2 games that happened. Ball across and they score from it, right? Maatsen's taken a little while to get up to speed with Villa, right? Since about late February, Maatsen has just been getting better and better and better and better. And now he looks like a player who firmly belongs in that team. Because when the squad came out today, I looked at it and I thought, maybe you have Luca Dean just as the more defensive-minded player, deal with that Jacob Murphy challenge. You know, Maatsen is somebody you prefer maybe when Villa are the more ascendant attacking team. But no, what the hell do I know? I mean, what the hell? What bullshit am I talking? Because Unai Emery, the man who knows what the hell he's doing, Professor Unai, the man who is, his brain's going that way, it's going that way, it's going up that way, it's going down that way, and it all comes together, and it's just a work of artistic genius from Professor Unai. There's a reason I call him the Professor. And Ian Maatsen today, just fantastic. Follows on from his brilliant performance, great performance against Southampton last week, superb performance against Nottingham Forest. And what he's doing is when he's getting into that final third, he's making things happen now more consistently, but also defensively, he's got a lot better. Because what I liked today from him was he stood up to the challenge of Jacob Murphy, who's in fantastic form at the moment, didn't let him physically outmuscle him, was really quick into challenges, won so many balls today, and then his use of the ball as well was fantastic. Wonderful. Ian Maatsen, you beauty. As Andy Gray, Villa legend, once said, you beauty. So anyway, Villa 2-1 then, you're thinking, right, okay, now, come on. We've been knocking on the door here. We should probably have had 3 or 4 before this. Now let's go and knock them out. Let's go and give them a Mike Tyson punched a bloody Frank Bruno, just knock them out. Just do it. I love Frank Bruno, by the way. But boxing legend, grew up watching him, love him. But, Mike Tyson to someone. And what did Villa do? Well, made the substitutions at the right time. And what happened? On comes Jacob Ramsey. And what do you know? Boom. In he gets, down the left-hand side, smashes one across the area. And poor old Dan Burn squeezes in by Nick Pope. But fantastic work for Jacob Ramsey a minute after he came on. And then what happens after that? As Aston Villa's fans are going mad, going joyously mental, Amadou Onana smashes one into the top corner to make it 4-1. And Ramsey hits the post after that. Daniel Marlin has a chance. Marcus Rashford. Absolutely everybody now in this Villa squad looks like they are rocking. They are at bloody the Rolling Stones in the 1970s in the mosh pit, right at the front. They're just going mental, and everyone's just on it. Everyone's high as a kite and delighted and just having the best time of their lives, right? Every single one of them contributing. This squad from back to front, just I've never seen a Villa squad with this depth ever in my life. Maybe the very early 90s when we came second in the league, but I think this is the best squad I've ever seen. We just have everything everywhere all at once. Great movie. And the thing is, all season long for 2 years straight, again, something you don't hear very often because you keep hearing about, well, poor old Tottenham and their bloody injury crisis. Right? Poor old Tottenham and their injury crisis. Poor old United and their injuries over the last 2 years. A lot of teams have had injury crises. They have. Newcastle last season had a horrendous injury crisis, right? And fair play to them for getting back towards the end of last season. But the thing is, Aston Villa for 2 years straight have had sort of incessant injury crises. If you think about it, if Aston Villa had pretty much, their best squad available all season and hadn't had so many players out for so long, like Boubacar Kamara. Who else has been out for ages? Pau Torres out for 2 months. Just constantly incessant injuries to Matty Cash, John McGinn. All these players that have been injured, like Jacob Ramsey. If we've not had that all season long, then maybe a lot of the results that earlier this season ended up being draws would have been wins, and we'd be up there with Arsenal right now, rather than looking around at Forest and Chelsea and Newcastle and City and hoping they all slip up. But the fact that Aston Villa have risen to it, back in when we drew with Ipswich against 10-man Ipswich in early February, was it like mid-February? And I looked at it and I thought, there's just no way now. Nottingham Forest are 15 points ahead of us or something mad? We're like 10th. We're below Brighton, Brentford. Fulham are on our tails. You're looking at it, you're thinking, I just think we've had too many costly results this season. It's been, but then suddenly a whole squad comes back, and then we start getting massive results away at Brentford and Brighton, and we just kept going and going and going. And today's result against Newcastle reminded me of that massive 3-0 win 2 years ago, where Villa were in fantastic form. And we were pushing for Europe after a terrible start to the season. And up came Newcastle, right? Who that season I think came 4th or 3rd. And Newcastle at that point were also in red-hot form. And you thought, right, this is a big test for Villa now, because the fixtures haven't been too hard. We turned up and we absolutely smashed them off the park 3-0. We just battered them. One of the best performances I've ever seen from a Villa team, right? 2 years later, Aston Villa, again, in fantastic form. Newcastle turn up in brilliant form themselves. I mean, just won 5-0 as well. They look like they're just flying and going to get top 4 with ease. And what happened? Aston Villa just smashed them away 4-1. I've said this a million times already. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'll get to comments and say, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Unai Emery has made Aston Villa into a team that is simply unrecognisable to what I have known and grown up with my entire life. The Aston Villa I grew up with never, ever did things like this. They never went on runs like this. They never rose to the occasion on the hardest moment. I cannot express enough how results like today, how results like PSG in midweek, these results build character. They build a reputation as a club. There's not a team in Europe now who will look at Aston Villa in the Champions League or in the Europa League next season and go, I want to play them. Nobody will. Nobody. Beating Bayern Munich, smashing and massively informed Newcastle, and beating PSG in midweek in the game, having been 2-0 down and come back. All of these occasions make Aston Villa into a team who can do things on the big occasion. They're a team who can be in an adverse moment, but we can always go back to our memory and go, yeah, well, we did that before, so we know we can do it again. We know what type of a team we are. We know what quality we have. This is what Unai Emery has built. Unai Emery has been, he's been the gardener, putting the waters out on the plants. And what's happening now? It's blooming. We're blooming. Sunflowers everywhere. I look at a sunflower and I go, that's got the face of Ian Matson in it. I look at a sunflower and I go, that's got Ross Barkley's face in it. It just looks beautiful. It smells great as well. It's just, what a fantastic time to support Aston Villa. It just is. And you look at Man City now on Tuesday, and I honestly, after that PSG game, I thought we're playing PSG, Newcastle and Man City in less than a week, and then we have an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley, right, on Saturday. And I'm thinking, I just thought in my head, Newcastle, we just don't have good running form against them. They play in a physical, strong way that doesn't really suit us very well, particularly away. And the way we rose to it today was just absolutely off the charts. We've beaten PSG in a game. I know we lost over the 2 legs, but we came back and beat them on the day. We've beaten Newcastle. And now you look at Man City away, and in every single game of the last 45 million, since the dinosaurs got wiped out by an asteroid, I've been sitting there thinking, we go to City away, even when they were rubbish before their nation-state takeover, and thought, nah, we just won't get a result there. I look at it now and I think City are not much. They're not much. Yes, their form has picked up a bit recently. They're still not looking great. If we can go there and if we can be defensively solid, if we can just hit them on the break over and over again, get Ian Matson or Cash or someone, one of the fullbacks bombing on down that wing when the moment comes, if we can have Onana, Kamara, Tielemans all in central areas, they cannot outmuscle us. They cannot outmuscle us with that sort of midfield. And we can absolutely play through them. Palace did it last week and then fell apart for some reason. Everton today were unlucky to lose late on. Aston Villa have got to look at this game now against Man City and think these dickheads are there to be beaten. Give them what they deserve. We've been asking to, they've taken all of our best players for years and years and years, and they did it after a takeover, which is just laughable that nation states can own football clubs. And the fact of the matter is, Villa now look at it and go, we can compete with anyone. Beat them. Let's do it. And then Wembley next week, we've got to be going in with absolute flying high confidence, haven't we? Palace in bad week for them. They got Arsenal in midweek. We've got to look at FA Cup semi-final now, I think. Everything's on now. Champions League, FA Cup, the lot. It is beautiful. And for all those Newcastle fans who I like, the London Mags, I wish you all the best. Lots of a fantastic fan base, and it's brilliant to see you all having great times now, like we are, having been through many dark days. But for all those Newcastle fans who came on and wrote really, really pretty nasty abuse to me back in December, well, I hope you enjoy today, and I hope you can drown in your tears, because those tears are going to be long and hard, But also, best to Eddie Howe as well. I hope he really recovers, because it's sad to see what's happened to him. And wow, wham! What a result. Elliot Stevens, yes, Frankie, mate. I'm telling you, yes. UTFV, what a result, mate. I can't believe it. Ian Matson, what a player we have on our hands. Mate, he's looked unbelievable the last few weeks. As I said, masterclass from Unai, says Decky, yes, yeah. Professor Unai, what a man. Belverose, great result, unbelievable result. Seeking on New Villa's level had risen. It has. We've risen to we've gotten Jeff Bezos's rocket the other day, kicked Katy Perry out, and all the Villa players got on board, and we've gone up to space and decided, no, we're going to go beyond the moon. We're going to go to the stars. We're going to explore the lot. And when we get out to the stars, we look out and we go, what's that the shape of? What's that celestial body? That looks like Emi Martinez. That looks like Professor Unai. Gods. These men are gods. Newcastle was the form side. Absolutely. They're in fantastic form. They're a brilliant football team. They're hard, they're physical, they're fast, they're just not a team you want to play with. They're a brilliant football team. For Villa to turn up today and do what we did to them is just mesmerising. The boys look hungry, says Belverose. They damn well did. This looks like a team who really just knows and believes. And so many 10s out of 10s. Tielemans, Kamara, Emi Martinez, Ian Matson, Ollie Watkins, 11 out of 10 if it's possible. All the subs, it's just amazing. Dennis White, great to meet you the other day, Dennis, in the Aston Social. We just saw third place to inform Newcastle and you, arsehole. We absolutely did. Unbelievable. Just an unbelievable result. I'm buzzing. I'm going to go out tonight. And I tell you, I'm going to go down to the nearest pub, right? And I'm going to walk in. I'm going to buy every single crate of champagne they have, make myself bankrupt, put myself into an overdraft, and I'm going to give champagne to everyone in that pub. And they're all going to go, well, I don't want champagne. Why are you doing this? I say, I don't care. You're having it. Like the Wolf of Bloody Wall Street. Just like that. Okay, the Wolf of Wall Street. That's what I am. Just like that. Toasting everybody with my water. This could be vodka, I'm telling you. Unbelievable. Bolg Villain, yes, Frankie. Good to see you, Bolg. Yeah, Ollie is hungry now. You're damn right. Look at him the last 2 weeks. He's risen to it. Another Villa podcast by Giggs Sharma. Squad depth is incredible. What a squad we have, Giggs. What a squad. Ollie wants it. He wants it. He does. He wants the record. He's equaled it. He's going to go break it now. Go get to 80. Go get 100, Ollie. You are a Villa legend in my eyes. What I would give to see Watkins, Cash, McGinn, Conser, Mings, Emi Martinez, all them players have been with us for a long haul and in dark times. To see them lift a trophy with Villa. Flipping heck, mate. Flipping heck. I'm sitting here now with my pen and I'm getting out and I'm writing poetry. Emi Martinez. Oh, my God. Duncan Kilburn, superb victory. We can make second in the league, let alone qualify for Champions League. You're absolutely right. I mean, I just didn't think Newcastle and I looked at Newcastle City and thought 2 points, maybe we can beat Newcastle, but I don't know if we will. I mean, now I'm thinking 6. Just bring it on, man. Like, bring it on. It's like the Royal Rumble. You've thrown one over the top, like, giving it that, aren't you? Like Steve Austin, like, come on like that. Bolg the Villain. I was terrified today. I thought the Saudis might physically bully us. Yeah, I can't deny that I was looking forward to this. I wasn't at all. They just have a good record against us, don't they? But I've long felt with Newcastle, the way to play them is just don't let them Don't let them if they get an early goal, they're really hard to play against. Don't let them bully you. You've got to go hard and fast at them in the first 10 minutes. Every single team has to do this. You cannot just sit back against them and let them just physically maul you. You got to go hard and fast at them as well for 10, 15 minutes and then settle into your game and then hit them on the break, play around them, because they are a team that if you just let them physically dominate and if they score early, it's the train. It just gets away from you. So the fact we stood up to it was unbelievable. I want to beat Man City and Palace. Mate, would you bet against us? As the great one once said, I'd love it if we beat them. I would love it if we beat them. I'd love it. English with Richard Parks. What is the Gabby and Ollie goals tally now? 74 each, I think. Dennis Watkins was prime today. Unbelievable. He was Amazon Prime. He was absolute Amazon bloody Prime. He was unbelievable. You know, the questions that people have about this man, I've been saying for bloody ages on the chairman of the Ollie Watkins fan club, because watch the man live in the stadium. You cannot come out of it and go, this man is anything other than absolutely fantastic. He's an incredible player. Do I think there's a world in which Villa get a big bid for him and maybe consider it if it means they can get Rashford? Yes, I do think there is. Not that I want it to happen, but I do think that can happen. But at the same time, I don't want to see Ollie go. I don't, because I just love the man. Naipan signing coming soon, says Duncan Kilburn. I mean, look, if we get Naipan, one of the best young players in world football, what a statement that is, isn't it? It's a statement to the rest of football. Go, we're a team to come to. We're a team to come to. That's the type of player who never joined Villa in the past, ever. He went to Tottenham, he went to Arsenal, he went to City. That's where he went. Borussia Dortmund, places like that. Didn't come to Villa. What does it say about where we are? 74 each, Dennis Watt. You're damn right. Luke Chapman, have Northampton Town retro 87-88 away shirt. Okay. Well, good on you, Northampton. Yes. Mike Warmbold also shows we should do nothing but smash Palace in the semi. We have to go into that game thinking we can absolutely Bill Goldberg them. Spear, jackhammer, 5 seconds, done. Beat them. Weston, good to see you again, Weston. We actually bullied Newcastle today. Not many teams that can do that to them. Yeah, it's a testament to how excellent Newcastle are. What a fantastic job Eddie Howe's done. But we bullied them. What was it Jason Tyndall was wearing? The Wham hoodie. Wham. We whammed them. Wham, 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 wham. 4 goals. Last Christmas, Last Christmas, it was at Christmas, wasn't it? We gave them their art. The very next day, they took it away. On Boxing Day was the day they took it away. But this year, to save me from tears, we gave it to someone special. We gave it to Emery and Ollie Watkins. Tim Roberts, Frankie, we really can do Man City on Tuesday. Then the media realise we are a strong team. You know, yeah, I love just being a team that just gets overlooked, underrated. Just like every now and again, you get like, Unai Emery's done a fantastic job there, isn't he? And then a half-assed attempt to explain why instead. And then it's like, Liverpool will breeze past Aston Villa. I can't tell you enough how much that pissed me off, that Carragher comment. He made a few weeks ago, and he was predicting that Liverpool would beat PSG, breeze past Villa, or whatever it was. It was something along the lines of breeze. I don't know the exact quote, but I can't tell you enough how much it just riled me up that. It's just this old arrogance. If we'd got Liverpool in the Champions League, we'd have fecking beaten them. And that's the way Aston Villa have to look at every game and every team now. We are a team for special European nights. We're a team for the big occasion. We can beat anyone. We can do anything. We can win the lot. Believe. And that's what Unai Emery's building, not just within the players, not just within the squad itself, not just within the ownership, not just within Prince William. Hello, Prince William, if you're watching or you're listening. Love you, mate. Thank you for the support you give to the Villa. And Prince George, thank you for supporting the mighty Villa. And on top of but I tell you what, but it makes the fan base believe as well. We as a fan base have been, I've been beaten into submission. We've all been beaten into submission to fearing the worst, right? To fearing the worst. That think good things are just not going to happen. Thinking that we're going to bottle it at the worst moment. The Villa of old are going to lose this game or lose that game or whatever. Now you just look at it and you think, man, like we've lost 1 game at home all season. We haven't lost a single game in the Champions League at home. We're an unbelievable football team. English with Richard Parks. Good to see you, mate. Hey, we're only 6 points behind Arsenal. God, I haven't even looked at the table. I mean, who knows? I mean, look, Arsenal are not in great shakes. They're drawing a lot. If they have another couple of draws and Villa have another couple of wins, we're right on them, aren't we? I mean, seconds on, lads. Seconds on. Spurs could do us a favour against Forest, that'd be happy. But yeah, unbelievable. What a squad we've got. You're damn right, Weston. What a squad we've got. Duncan Kilburn, best restarted a match in the Premier this season. Yeah, started hard, fast. Had to start hard and fast against Newcastle. Don't let them start hard and fast against you. You have to bully them to start with. Unsettle them. We hit the work 4 times. Could have been 7 or 8. Yeah, it's unbelievable, mate. Today, January could have been 6 or 7-1. It was unbelievable. Bring on Sete. Bring him on. Bruno then knew he was getting a yellow on his neck, so he's got a free shot to make most of it. Game after game after game after game after game. Foul after foul after foul after foul. Referees have clearly been instructed to let the game flow. They've clearly been given a higher bar for the yellow cards. But it just means that players like Bruno Guimaraes can just be rough and hard. Joelinton, players like that, they can kick you over and get away with it time after time and time, disrupt your flow. And the thing is, it doesn't encourage good football. It doesn't encourage good football. It encourages teams to be physical and hard and foul you. And it's game after game after game after game. I sit there with my head in my hands going, what the hell am I watching? Just a dreadful season for refereeing. The first season I've ever looked at refereeing and gone, I think this is just dreadful. Richard Grosvenor, looking forward to sharing match of the day. Yeah, I mean, he's had a great year, and he should be fun to see him. Rob Hatton, Tielemans is off the scale, controls the game without breaking a sweat. He's in the greatest form of his life. He looks like a world-class midfielder right now. He looks like he could play for anyone in the world. Every ball over the top works. Every ball through the lines works. Him and Kamara, it's probably not a coincidence that when Douglas Luiz played along Kamara, Douglas Luiz was at his best. Now that Tielemans is alongside Kamara more regularly, Tielemans is at his absolute best, even though he's been at his best all season. But he's hit another level, hasn't he? And Kamara is, the man. Kamara stepped on after winning the ball and gets called for a foul. Forgot that one. Yeah. Bizarre. Duncan, shame his goal was an OG. Deserved it. Yeah, what a goal. You could tell the players really wanted that today. They did. They just went into this thinking, PSG went 2-0 up against us and they went, nope, we ain't losing this. Feck you. Feck everyone else. Went and won it. Today they looked at Newcastle and went, oh, you've just won 5-0 in midweek, have you? You just battered Man United, have you? You're in the best form of your life, are you? And Jason Tyndall's going to be wearing his Wham top, is he? Feck that, dickheads. We're going to go and win this. And what do? You're damn right they went and won it. Amazing. Watkins on Sky. What a man. I love Ollie Watkins. Wham! You're damn right. Kamara didn't foul the player for their first goal. No, he didn't. He won the ball. Rachel Insel Lewis, good to hear from you, Rachel, again. Evening all, what a performance, mate. Please like, please subscribe. If you love the Mighty Villa, give us a subscribe. It really helps us keep on going. Bob the Villain, LOL. Ollie Official, player of the match. Absolutely. What a player. Bog the Dylan. Yeah, you're damn right. Bob Dylan. How many roads must a man walk down before they could call him a man? Well, I'd say Ollie Watkins walked down many roads and he's the man. He's the man. Good evening. I love you, Ken, and I love Unai Emery when he says that as well. Did you get a haircut, Frankie? I did. And do you know what? The Newcastle fans, part of the abuse I got, the surreal abuse I got back in December was something about my hair. They would not stop going on about my hair. And I thought, well, that's ironic, given that Alan Shearer's got none of it. But I thought, well, all right, well, okay, maybe I'll give myself a Jason Tyndall-style trim, will I? And, model myself on Jason Tyndall. That's what I did, just to make all the Newcastle fans who go that abuse really happy. At one point, they called it woke hair. What the hell does woke even mean? I just hear it all the time. No one can explain to me what it means, but whatever. Here we go. I did get a fresh trim. Thank you very much. Villa always better in the second half. Fantastic, weren't we? Phil Mercer, good to hear from you, Phil. How the hell did Bruno sound? The pitch should have 4 yellows. It's unbelievable. I said it earlier. I won't really go on about it, but yeah, the things players get away with this season just bends my brain. Just Duncan Kilburn. If we'd had the January squad in August, we'd be in the title race, no doubts. Yes. And you have to think that next season, if Villa can keep the squad together, if we can get Champions League, and if we can win the FA Cup as well, if a lot of these things happen, think of what we can do this summer and therefore what we can do next season. I mean, bloody hell. Liverpool are sitting there, Arne Slot and Pep Guardiola sitting there in darkened rooms, plucking out the last bits of hair they got, fearing what's coming from Hurricane Villa. Decky's brilliant for Watkins. He was absolutely amazing, wasn't he? Absolutely improvement. And Matson's defending with Villa has been brilliant. You're damn right, Rachel. He's looked fantastic recently. To have Matson and Luca Dean as your 2 fullback options? Jesus, bloody hell! It's like I went to mass. Right, got down on my hands and knees, prayed to God, and all my prayers finally came true. I just said, please give us the greatest fullbacks in world football. And what happened is he, she, it, whatever God is, went, yeah, you can have what you want. Unbelievable. Alex Moreno, bloody brilliant. Even just a point on Tuesday keeps us in contention. Absolutely, Alex. Absolutely. Thank you for supporting this channel. Prez Line and more. I've seen you before, Omar. Thank you very much for your comment. This was the result I've been looking for since they beat us last season. So thrilled to beat these cocky bastards. It's always good fun. I love the Newcastle Villa rivalry. I love that there's a bit of bite to it. I love to have a team that both sets of fans really want to beat the other. Like I say, I'm delighted that their fans are getting to experience such a great time recently, but it was great to beat them when it feels good. Shane, good to hear from you, Shane. Hello, Frankie. Up our game, second half, killing off the Newcastle bogey team. Hoodoo. Watkins is performing brilliantly. Do you think he gets another start against City on Tuesday? Yeah, I think what's happening is I think that Unai is balancing up the minutes. Yes, I think so. I think there's a world in which you could look at it in which you go, we won't be the more offensive team. We will rely on a lot of balls in behind. Rashford's very good for that, for running off the players. But Watkins is obviously excellent for that as well. So, I mean, either way, I mean, you can't. It's hard to drop Watkins after today, isn't it? It was unbelievable. But maybe looks at it and goes, I'm going to start Rashford on Tuesday. I'm going to start Watkins against Palace. Maybe that's just the way he's doing it at the moment. Great win today, says Aaron Morris. Fully deserved. Very happy Aston Villa in Holland. Up the mighty Villa. Damn right. Up the mighty Villa and up the Dutch villains. What a great country. What a place, the Netherlands. It gave us Daniel Marlon and Ian Matson. Thank you so much. And Roberto Vlaros as well. Ron Blah. What a win, says Melty. Was worried Villa would be on the come down after Tuesday at Villa Park. Huge win. City aren't as good as them, so may as well smash them too. Absolutely. What a special win today was. What a special performance. Tom Main, BRB, going to dance around the garden like a little girl. What a performance. Yes, mate. I tell you, I'll come find your garden and I'll dance around with you. Bloody Mick Jagger in it, dancing around, giving the finger like that. Michael Jackson giving it that. That's how I felt all day. I'm going to go down this road today, knock on every door and preach the gospel of Unai Emery to everybody and tell them, did you see what happened? And they're all bloody Arsenal fans around here, but like, mate, go away. But well, tell you what a man. Here we go, Tennessee Williams. I love these soliloquies, even though I struggle to spell it. Well done. You spelled it right. Double N, double S, double E. What a man, Tennessee Williams was, one of the greatest writers of all time. Cat and Haunted Ruth, Streetcar Named Desire, Stanley Kowalski. I tell you, what a man. Duncan Kilburn, the Champions League has improved us in truth. You're absolutely right. These experiences, these wins, the playing at the highest level, beating the best teams you can play against, it gives the squad a belief that we belong there and we can beat anyone. You have nothing to fear anymore. Up the Villa says up UTV. Thank you, UTV. Christopher Gonzalez. Good to hear you, Christopher, Mr. Gonzalez. If they can protect Matson on set pieces, we might have a real gem. His one-on-one defense is great. Using athletic ability. Absolutely everything about the man's improved so much. It's unbelievable. You're right. His one-on-one today is brilliant. And it has been a lot recently as well. It's improved a lot from earlier this season when he was getting beaten a little too easily. But he's getting good, isn't he? Geordie villain. I bet you're having a good time, Mr. Geordie. I'm going to have so much fun in my local tomorrow. Mate, do you know what? I might go down to the train station right now after blowing all my money on champagne and whatever else and get the train up to Newcastle or wherever it is you are up north and come join your local, wear my Villa top and be as obnoxious as blue. In fact, you know what? I might buy a Wham hoodie. I'll buy a Wham hoodie with Jason Tyndall's shirt on it with George Michael on the back. Andy Gibbons. Villa looked a different class to NUC. The scoreline flattered them. Absolutely, Andy. It could have been 6 or 7. It was unbelievable. CC, that was just brilliant. I absolutely loved how he played with intent. We want Champions League again. Absolutely right, CC. Every time you write a comment, you write sense. You talk sense all the time. And today, you've talked more sense. Loved it. Enjoy that, Geordie. Absolutely. Billy Claudia, beautiful win. What a great performance. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about that. As Forrest Gump says, Tom Hanks himself. Tom Hanks is sat there on a park bench out in Birmingham, Alabama. He's sitting there with his box of chocolates with his Aston Villa shirt on, and he's describing to them about Aston Villa's win today. Some old lady who hasn't got a clue what he's going on about. He said, that's all I got to say about that. Duncan Kilburn, great and Arne, got his goal. New players need to be given a chance. Absolutely. Everybody's rocking at the moment. We're absolutely rocking. It's the boat that rocked. So I think that's the best, most complete 90-minute performance against a very good side of the season. Yes, it reminds me of the 3-0 win from 2 years ago against Newcastle. You turn up against a team in the hottest form going. They're in the top 3 in the Premier League, and you just blow them away. Bring it on, dickheads, is what we're saying. Amazing. Andy Gibbons, go to Man City full of confidence. Have it. Absolutely, mate. Bring it on. We battered them. Caps lock battered them. That soft-ass Gillett is the only reason Toon finished with 11. Totally inexcusable for him today. And the joy in the face when he booked Ramsey. What is Gibbs' problem? Yeah, Ramsey booked for one pullback. Yeah, it was a booking for Ramsey. It was. He pulled him back. But the fact that Guimaraes and Joelinton can get away with foul. Duncan Kilburn, best squad we've ever, most dominant team I've seen since 93 and a big run. Yep, that's the only team I can compare it to myself. First time I ever supported Aston Villa, 92, 93. That was the only year you could accuse me of being a glory supporter. And yeah, I agree. Best squad I've ever seen in my life, I think. Seems to really dislike Villa, and I can't tell why. Yeah, they don't like us. That banner many years ago. There is a Newcastle player I would love in the Villa team, Sandro Tonali. Yeah, fantastic player. World-class player. Frank, you've been telling your... For months, lad, as soon as we got players back, we are going to storm the league and probably go undefeated. Mate, you have been saying that for a long time. Even when I was in the depths of despair thinking, no, I've not been liking this season. There's never no control. We concede too many. Games we just can't get these wins. And what do you know, Geordie? You were right all along. Tony Watts will be challenging for time next season. Mark my words. Why not? Why not, Tony? Love the Villa so much. Same here, mate. Tonali's quality, but Naipan is coming. Yes, can't wait. Duncan, Yam right. I sense an FA Cup win. Mate, we're in the form of our lives. Absolutely anything is possible. Joey Cusack walking home from, I've seen the game. Mate, unreal, mate. Well, that must have been amazing in the stadium. I was pleased with the lineup and extremely pleased when I saw who the ref was. Gillett is often good to us at home against a very physical team. It's massive. Yep. Walking from the game, blew them. Thank you for watching Walking Home from the game. That's really kind of you. Blew them away. Come on, Geordie. Butwell kicked by the Villa. Yeah, damn right. Finally, after we've been battered by them a few times, it's nice to return the favour. Villa Samba Brazil. Good to hear from you, Brazil, up the Douglas Suez. Come on, Villa. Obrigado, Watkins and Unai. Yeah, damn right. The season has, in my opinion, been the biggest golf in ref standards in home and via away since VAR came in. Oh, it's because Pijamol... VAR, the rest doesn't let the game flow. Yeah, something's off about reffing this season. Something's really off. It's not been good. These dickheads are there to be taken. That's hate only team. That's our only team's what we needed. Every single team we look at and we go, these dickheads are there to be beaten. I'm having that ball, dickhead. Yes, let's buy Haaland in the summer. Buy my Man City. Yeah, bring it on. Why not? Go to a team where you can win something. RA Venture 26 Maximus class, best game so far. Look, Watkins looks so hungry too. Credit to Unai's management. Yeah, absolutely. The fact he's kept all his players happy. They're not been in the team lots, but you know, even like Daniel Marlin, the guy barely plays at the moment. He just scores goals or something. He scored again today. I would call Ian Matson a hassle bastard. He's a hassle bastard. He just hassles you. He won't leave you alone. He gets in with the fouls, and he's a smaller profile player. So you think, nah, I can deal with this guy. He's a hassle bastard. Unbelievable. What a performance from him. Bruno should have been sent off. Was dirty today. Yeah, absolutely should have been red card. It was just mad. Matson will be become one of the world's best left backs. Looks like it. There's a reason he was in the Champions League team of the season last year, playing the Champions League final. The reason Chelsea wanted it, had him. He's a top player and he's shown it recently. Sentiment I share, Frank. I still get stick on a regular basis from Toon fans. I don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, look, the banner, yeah, I get it, but get over it. Can't believe we're still only sixth. Are we? We must be higher now. Oh, God, we are only sixth. But look, things are rocking our way at the moment. Keep on winning, and who knows? Love the Geordies, mine. But every time we play them, every time we play them, spend a week before being ourselves. Well, I'm not up there, so unfortunately, I don't get to experience that like you do. The cream is rising. You're damn right. Gordon Ramsay looking at it and going, cream is risen. Standing on the word, they needed a good spanking for some of the abuse they dished out to Villa in the past. Yeah, absolutely. Duncan Gilbert, Villa will finish top three, I'm convinced. Why not believe? Why not believe now? Sandwich chip by Emery to Rodgers for our second goal was sublime, says Tribe of Gad. It was absolutely unbelievable. His distribution today was out of this world. Obrigado, Unai and Villa. Boy sorted from Marcelo Brazil. Thank you so much for your comment from Brazil. I can't believe we get views from Brazil. It's amazing. Hope so, Duncan. Tribe of Gad. I like Newcastle, but they needed to take him down a peg or two since the cup win. Not the most humble. Yeah, particularly when it comes to some of the comments I've received in the past on this podcast. I've been quite gone beyond sort of banter, you would say, been very weird. So for Newcastle fans that I'm happy for them to have a good time at the moment. The Newcastle fans who are very abusive, well, I hope they're enjoying it tonight. Standing on the word, we're coming into form at the right time. The line's in sight. Yeah, damn right. What's the betting we finished second with me? Only 6 behind Arsenal. Yeah. Who says we can't do it? Also, call experts claiming Newcastle best team in the country right now. Villa, hold my beer. You're damn right. Here's a crate of beer. Here's a crate of it. Jackie Kennedy, I'm a Toon fan. I have to say fair play to Villa. They got one over us today. Good luck for the rest of the season. Thank you, Jackie. You're one of the nice Newcastle fans. Like I say, I've met fantastic Newcastle fans. I'm really happy for them to experience the great times I've been experiencing after the terrible times I had under Mike Ashley. And always respect that when other fans come on and say nice things like that. Thank you so much. Villa Samba Brasil, super from my boa sorte. Hit the like. Yes, thank you. Please hit the like. Please subscribe if you love the Mighty Villa. Craig Miles, great day. See you at the Aston Inn for the Fulham game. Dutch line's over. Cheers, Frankie. Craigie, thank you so much. Can't wait to see you again. I think I am at the Fulham game, actually. I'm there the night before as well for Chad's big night. Chad Williams, fantastic podcast that he runs. Everything's going on my head at the moment, but Villa Forever podcast. Chad, great friend of mine. What a man. And yes, big night coming at the Aston Social, May the 2nd. Or second, I need to double check the dates. Sorry, it's going out. I'm losing track of dates and things that happen at the moment. So my head's in the clouds. I think that was top Ollie performance. Hold up play against those centre backs was class. It was fantastic. Remy Angard. Do we have any more bogey teams left? I'd say it'd be nice to go to Newcastle away and win there. United, I still think our results should be better against them. So, yeah, United and Newcastle still, I would say, but not many left. Ollie is back. You're damn right. Caps lock back. Just right. Link up was unreal today. World class. It was unbelievable. Back to front. The amount of passes that would just go from defence into Tielemans, one onto Kamara, one onto Tielemans, and then into Asensio or into Watkins. It was unbelievable. Matt Ritchie actually said it's because Newcastle played 3 games in a week. Sums it up, doesn't it? Sums it up that these experts just do not watch Villa, simply don't understand that Villa had Southampton away. Yeah, all right. Southampton not in good form, but you still got to play 90 bloody minutes away from home against a Premier League team. Then you follow it up playing the best team in world football who go 2-0 up against you, and you fight back to win 3-2, and then you go on and you play Newcastle. I'm sorry, but it's just a joke. Remy Angard, do we have any more bogey teams left? Yeah, do we? Superb team selection, says DJ from Lord Emery. Matson and Watkins starting scoring goals, unique to their abilities. Squad depth is going to win us so many against the rest of the season. You're damn right, believe. Matty Cash was ace today. He was, again, the man, he's unheralded. Kvaratskhelia couldn't get past him for PSG. Today, Harvey Barnes didn't get anything out of him. Anthony Gordon comes on, couldn't get past him at all. Matty Cash is a really difficult player to get past. He's industrious, he's hardworking, and he's such an athlete that he always tries to get forward, but also when you maybe send him one way, he can recover very quickly to win the ball back. Superb performance. Savas Veli, I really wanted this one more than PSG game football lesson. Yeah, I agree, mate. Richard Edwards, yes, Frankie. Good to hear you, Richard. Good friend of the show. Thank you so much. A 0 to +6 goal difference in 2 matches. Yeah, I mean, 4-1, 3-0, 3-0 Brighton, 3-0 or 1-0. It's going out of my head now. Brentford as well. 3-0 Preston. We get 3-0 FC at the moment. It's unbelievable. We're on fire. We absolutely are. Andre North, good to see you. He's laughing. He's loving it. Good on you, Yo Duncan. The squad isn't far off being a championship winning team or Champions League winning team or title winning team. Yes, damn right. I agree with you, mate. Gaz Williams, good to hear from you, Gaz. Is it something that with the name Bruno and playing for United that turns into a person? Yeah. 2 fantastic players, but they're hard to love when you don't support them. Hashtag Emery ball. Yep. Hasn't it transformed this club into something mighty? Man, see you next. Let's get the likes up. 167 in the chat. Please like, please subscribe. I am buzzing. We clambered out of the shadows. We looked up into the sky. We saw a flock of magpies. We picked up Cameron Archer's bow and arrow, fired it up, and the magpies came crashing down to the ground with a thud. Elmer Thud. Bold the villain. It's the referee inconsistencies that annoy me. Just clarify the rules and be transparent about it. Yeah, inconsistencies drive me mental this season. Hey, Rachel. Good to see so many friends in this. Hi, Frankie. Connor from the Aston on Tuesday. Have to commend Matson. Where did he pull that performance out of? Connor, it was fantastic to meet you in the Aston Inn. Meeting all the Irish villains was just magical. The Aston Inn after games now for me is just turning into my happy place, my happiest place in the world. Great to see you, Connor. Thanks so much for the comment. Where did Matson get that from? I know. Fantastic performance. Always said Tielemans is one of the best midfielders around, along with De Bruyne. He's in team of the season. He should be. The 6 players usually get nominated for player of the season. Tielemans should be one of them. Richard Edwards, the ref was annoying. Feck out. Today, same here, mate. Was at the game, terrible ref. Yep, in the Gate Stadium. You saw the same thing then as well. Mohamed Abdirahman, fantastic football, Aston Villa team. Thank you so much, Mohamed. I really appreciate that. What a fantastic team we are. Yuri Tielemans for free. We burgled it. It's like we walked into Hatton Gardens and just opened the door, stole all the diamonds, walked out, and nobody did a thing about it. Villa down under. My fiance is she's an Aston Villa fan. When Aston Villa lose, she turns into Ange Postecoglou. She looks at the floor and she doesn't want to really talk very much. But when Villa win, I'll tell you, she's as bloody in the best time of her life. It's like she's on Noosa Heads Beach or something. Good to hear from Villa down under. We are going to win the feckin' league. We've figured it out. Mate, you're absolutely right. We are not going to be like Ange looking down at our feet this season. We are going to be up in the clouds. Like we've just caught the best wave you've ever seen at Noosa Heads in Queensland, and you're flying. You're flying and then you're flying in. You have the best barramundi of your life. Barramundi. It's if you never heard of it, it's like cod and chips here, barramundi and chips down in Oz, beautiful country. Well done, the villains. I'm happy, Geordie. Another Geordie, who's a Villa. If both Newcastle and Villa get Champions League, both clubs on the up. But you're humble to say good luck for the rest of the season. Another nice Geordie. See, there's lots and lots of great Geordie fans. We met a load of them yesterday playing against the London Magpies, the Villa Lions. We beat them. Well, it was lovely getting that win. Thank you so much for the comment, and it's fantastic to see 2 fan bases who've had really dark times recently get to experience such mesmeric highs. It's amazing. Give Frankie a like if you're loving this chat. Thank you so much, Shane. Please like, please subscribe. Wham! Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, I gave it away. We lost on Boxing Day to Newcastle. But this year, same tears. I gave it to someone special. And Emery, that was you. Lena Pedersen, amazing result from a Norwegian Lion. Lena, I think that's I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you so much, Miss Pedersen. What? I mean, Brazil, Australia, Ireland. We are going global. That shows the power of the Villa fan base. Shows the power of our support. And thank you so much for that. What a result today. Norway, what a country. What a country. And if Sverre Nypan's on his way over as well, whew, you go to Norway just marching through land with the Vikings at the beach and march to Villa Park. That's what I love to see. Games done 12. I got time for Eddie Howe's gent wishing the best in his recovery, but Tyndall's a wrong. Yeah, Tyndall's hard to love, isn't he? Tyndall is not easy to love. But Eddie Howe, yes, look, he's done a fantastic job at Newcastle, and we wish him the absolute best. We want to see him back on the sidelines. Best midfield, they said, yeah, it is a brilliant midfield, but Aston Villa showed we're midfield to match anybody. Where's the super chat option? Yeah, or maybe I need to get that sorted. I'm learning as I go. I don't know what super chat is. That something that people pay for? God, I should get that going, shouldn't I? People are going to pay for something. I appreciate that very much. It'll help me pay for the pints I'm about to buy later. Where was Sonali? Didn't see him. Yeah, he couldn't get involved at all, could he? To be fair, the fullbacks aren't too shabby. Yeah, brilliant fullbacks Villa have, and Newcastle themselves have some top ones as well. Up the feckin' Villa, says Michael. Michael, friend of the show, lovely man. Hope to get me at Chad's event in a few weeks, hopefully. Not met you yet, but yeah, up the feckin' Villa. Villa central midfield too. Only second only to Paul for me. Yeah, I'd say second to nobody personally. Dave, good vid, Frankie, and whilst I agree with most of your points, I'm not sure. To go all in on Emery as well as best keeper today. Distribution Gabriel lost soft goals this year. Yeah, fair enough. He's probably conceded some goals that he wouldn't want to. You know, the minus goal difference, you could look at all of our defence and think they all could have been a bit better. But as a collective, I think it's partly our problem. But I personally think he's the best in the world. Paul Farrell, I thought we'd be a bit leggy after Tuesday. Boy, I was wrong. Brilliant display. Yeah, it was not a game I was looking forward to at all. because Newcastle's so energetic, they're so hard pressing, and then they sit back and they just knacker you because they do that 4-5-1, make it hard to play between the lines. But Villa played through those lines. It was fantastic. Wow. Aston Villa said Newcastle to Suplex City. You're damn right. Brock Lesnar, Suplex City. We picked them up and we just kept doing it and beating them and beating them, beating them. Absolutely agreed, mate. Thank God for Unai Emery, says Games Done. Yeah, thank God. He's like, when Unai Emery was born, there was a star over the Basque Country, and all the wise men went there and they were like, where is he? We've heard the new footballing messiah has arrived. I'd say I'd have been there. I'd have travelled far and low on foot, barefoot to go see that. Love the man. Villa are so good when they approach the game right. You're absolutely right. Approach the game right. We don't go composed to casual. We go composed, and we just play through teams. We're an absolutely amazing football team. Mr. Huggins, Tielemans bossed that midfield. He did. He was world class today. Like I said, Champions League has raised our level. Yeah, and it's given us a sense of belief that we can go and beat anybody. Bring it on. Amen. Bloody men. I hate Newcastle so much. I'm so happy with the result, says Rich 874. Yeah, Newcastle and Villa. I love the rivalry we have. Go for 2 and missing if I had to give Villa a proper game. Shame, but if it helps keep the entitled out of the Champions League, all good as long as we get back to it in the next game. I think by entitled, you mean the sort of the big, so-called big six who think they belong there. And when you listen to former pundits who are all former Man United, and recently when Gary Neville said that Alexander Isak will be dreaming of playing for clubs like Real Madrid and Manchester United, why in the hell would Alexander Isak, in a 4,000 bajillion years, look around at what's happening at Newcastle and go, oh, do you know what? I'm really keen to go to Man United, to the graveyard where nothing ever works. I mean, maybe Isak could go to Man United, have a terrible time, and then go on loan and be absolutely brilliant again. Because that seems to be the way it goes there right now. Honestly, mate. Villa and Newcastle, we're sticking it to them now. Come on. Bold Villa, and I want to see Rashford left and Ollie centrally. Does no one else think this could work? Yes, I do think it could work. I think it has worked before. But Emery said himself recently that he thinks that Rashford being wide left disrupts our system, which it does because it's just not how Villa play. Our left midfielder is always in that box shape, whereas out on the wide right is where we tend to put our strikers. And actually today, Rashford did go out wide right, and it was Marlon who went up front. So that was interesting to see. Maybe he's going to try and get Rashford up to speed on the right wing. Bailey's gone. He's going. Game's done. We've got the taste for it now. Bring on City. Absolutely, bring them on. 6 points behind Arsenal with 5 games to go. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Villa players were knackered today from Tuesday. Yeah, and the way we played was just conserved our energy in a way. It was fantastic. Wham, says Games on. Wham. I love hearing Rich Sooth about living in Newcastle this week. Yeah, Rich, top man. Fantastic podcast, Villa Park podcast. Go give them a subscribe as well. We love them. Rich is a fantastic guy. We love the mighty Villa, says Petter. Damn right. Sean Donahoe, we're on our way to Champions League again, Frankie. Is this the way to Barcelona? Bayern Munich, Lazio and Roma. Can't wait. Can't wait to see that. I want to hear that theme again next season and go win the Champions League. We're Unai Emery's Clap Blue Army. We're all off to Wembley, where we're going to shake them up when we win the FA Cup. And we're the world's greatest football team. Now, in the past, when I used to say Villa are the world's greatest football team, I meant it because obviously Villa are the greatest. But now I actually sing it and think, Jesus Christ, we actually are the world's greatest football team. We're on our way to Champions League again. Believe, Sean, Villa players are tired but still raise that level. Yeah, absolutely. Newcastle with a form team. Unbelievable result, mate. Simon Ward, Villa done. Well done, Villa. Players off the part. Say thank you so much, Simon. Good luck to Newcastle for the rest of the season. Delighted to see that you got to experience the trophy lift. It's been a long time coming. Thank you so much for your nice comment. Duncan Kilburn, I'll say again, this is the best Villa side since Big Ron. Capable of dominating teams match after match. Yeah, it is. I have to go all the way back to that Big Ron team to think of a Villa team that could do this. Wham hoodie, love it, mate. Yeah, I might go buy one now. So Jordy Villa, I knew Villa would hit form at the end of the season. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, damn right, we did. Villa only just hit form. Yep. We've hit the peak form, FA Cup incoming. Believe. Well, now I'll remove my comment. Dickheads get stuffed. Yeah, well. I'm saying dickheads to everybody that Villa play. Believe in it. I sense a trophy. Yeah. You killed us today. Now go get that cup. Thank you so much, Garfield. Bring it on. So, good thing about this Villa team is that they are getting better and better. Yeah, it's incredible to see. The only trophy we won in my lifetime is the FA Cup. We've not won in our lifetimes the FA Cup. Yeah, I've seen us win the Coca-Cola Cup twice, and that's it. FA Cup would be very, very special. Rich, we need to go at City. We're the better team, playing the better football. We can spank them. Yeah, believe. Ref let Newcastle players off with a few yellows. He did, yeah. Joe standing. Watkins got his goal. He's leveled it. Could Jason Tyndall, says Frank Maguire. Frank Maguire, same name as me. Could Jason Tyndall be the next James Bond? That is my dad commenting. I think he could, I think he could be the next James Bond. I certainly think he thinks he could be. I could see him cast as that. The world is not enough, something like that. Shaken, not stirred, wearing his Wham hoodie to rescue His Majesty's Secret Service or whatever. Yeah, good comment. I like that, Big Frank. We were behind Brighton when we played them a few weeks ago. Unbelievable. What a result that was. Get Haaland on a free. Yeah, bring it in. Come and win something. Nyman is good, but not Rendicott, or not ready for the Premier League yet. Yeah, I think he's a player for the future, but at his age, he's somebody that Villa can mould and shape. And I'd say if he does come to Villa, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes on loan next season, but then gets better and better and better. He's certainly one of the most highly rated players in world football, which is special to get him. Best squad ever. Damn right, Rich. God, there's lots of comments. I am sweating now, I tell you. I need a water. Matt's in class today. Damn right. Seeking Villa dropped loads of points earlier this season. We did. And it still might cost us, It still could. It still could, but keep winning. Keep winning. We have to keep winning. Yeah, as I just said, yeah. While the Villa Ollie class 2, he was the right choice. Caused our back 4 headaches all day. They could not handle him. It was the same as 2 years ago when we beat them 3-0. They couldn't handle him that day either. Watkins is such a handful. A draw at Man City would be okay. Yeah, it would. A draw at City's fine. Go win it, though. Don't kill him. Emery will train Naipan up to be one of the world's best midfielders. Yeah, he will. He will. Villa is a team where every single player who comes to us improves now. They do. Debu is pure class every game he's on it. Yeah, he is. Love him. Some Newcastle fans are still triggered about a bedsheet from 16 years ago. Yeah, I mean, look, I get it. It wasn't very nice of us to do that banner. But look, it's all fun and games, and it's fun to have that rivalry with Newcastle. And as the two teams now get to experience great things, hopefully that rivalry becomes something where we're both looking at each other going, we need to win these. We need to win these games. It's great to have teams that you have big rivalries with. And yeah, media underestimate Villa. They do. They do. Radio 5% Villa having an off day. Oh, for God's sake. Sometimes teams don't have off days. Sometimes they just get played off the park. Villa were that good. Conor, I felt like a proud dad after that. Love this team. I love this club. Absolutely. I feel like a proud dad every time I watch Villa now. Just amazing. I'd love it if we beat them. Same. Would you bet against us? Nope. Match today will be a great watch tonight. You're damn right. We'll be number 1 on it. Please, Aston Villa. Good of Aston Villa itself to come and comment. Thank you so much, Aston Villa. I assume this is the owners, Sawiris and Edens, maybe Mr. Heck as well is commenting. Hello to all of you. Please, Villa, do not sell anyone. Keep it all together. Team, players, knowledge of your team, it has to be kept. Yeah, you're absolutely right. There will be ins and outs this summer. There will have to be. But to keep this core together that I've experienced so many high times recently, it builds into next season. And next season, I tell you what, you have got to think we can win fecking anything. I don't mind who we sell and buy. Emery knows what he's doing. He damn well does. Absolutely beautiful, says Andrew Holdsworth. Yes, absolutely beautiful. Just like Dean Holdsworth when he played for Wimbledon. He was a brilliant player. BBC are a joke. Well, I like the BBC personally. I do like them. I think the BBC is one of the greatest things this country has ever produced. Villa only just played world's best side PSG. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I'd say 3 wins from 5 would do it. Will give us 66 points. Yeah, we've still got to play Bournemouth away. It's hard. City away hard. Fulham at home. You fancy us. United away. Maybe they'll have one on the Europa League final. That could help. And Tottenham at home. We can win all of them. We can win every single one of them games. No. Come on, Seeker. No. Come on. I love the BBC. We will need 72 points this year. Yeah. Who says we can't get it? I'd love to break that 70-point barrier. We've not done it since the 90s, I think. It'd be a big thing to break that barrier, Richard, every time they make excuses to hate the mighty Villa. Yeah. Cash has really improved of late. Let's be fair to him. Yeah, he has. He has. He was fantastic this week. He has. We'll love it when the media underestimate Villa. Bring it on, yeah. UTV, I'm pregnant. My partner wants to call her baby Emery, says Samantha Harvey. Hello, Samantha, and congratulations on the pregnancy. Best of luck with all of that. And yeah, if it's a boy or a girl, call them Emery. Emery Harvey. I mean, that'd be a great name. Unai Harvey, Boubacar Harvey, Tyrone Harvey, Matty Harvey, Emmy Harvey. All of them work for me. All of them work for me, Samantha. Wham! Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. Your partner sounds like a very sensible person, says Geordie Villain. He is. I tell you what, he is. I should go and give your partner right now. I should buy him all the treats you want. I should buy you all the cots you need, all the baby things you need. Congratulations for Emery Harvey. And Professor in a masterclass. Damn right. Emery wants a trophy. Emery top boss. He does. One Unai Emery reaction compilation. This week we've seen the worm, the frog, the bench slap. UTV says Leslie Davis. Yeah, we've seen a lot, haven't we? He did Scotty Too Hot his worm from WWE against PSG. FA Cup incoming this season. Bring it on. Matson pocketed Murphy here. Where was he? Yeah, it massively informed Murphy, and Matson just stood up to him. It's fantastic. Also, you don't have to worry about choosing colours for a baby's room. Already sorted claret and blue. Yes. To us and Villa. Textra, the ref was playing. It was again playing as if his pocket was already blessed by NCFC before the game. We keep seeing this from the ref. These refs against in Villa games. Yeah, I just think refs try and let the game flow, but it's also got to the point where it's a bit ridiculous with the fouls they're not giving. Yes, we are. So Sam Harvey. Oh, hello. So that must be Mr. Harvey, Mr. Main. So Unai Main Harvey, whatever the surname's going to be. All of it works for me. Fulcher, go, Ditcher, nah, Villains. I'm not going to pretend I can pronounce all of it. Is Misha Frankie, Agassiz As Birmingham Mayor? I can speak some Irish. Tartu Breknugal Holland, which I think means you are very beautiful. Thank you so much. Love to hear it from the Irish Villains. Yes, we are, says Mr. Main. Shane, Tielemans is really reminding me of the great number 10 Gordon Cowens with his passing and awareness where teammates are. Yes, absolutely. I think Cowens is a great comparison. Same physical build, actually, as well. Even if it's a girl. Yeah, you're damn right. Even if it's a girl, Unai Main Harvey. That's what I want to see. And they'll be the main lady, the main man for the rest of their lives. Have you seen Somali Tielemans' boss that shows his games on? Yeah, he did. God, there's a lot of comments. I will have to end this soon. I've been going for an hour. Gillette seems to dislike Villa. I don't think referees are biased or anything like that. But I think every now and again, I just think that the instructions they've been given this season means that they're just not performing to the level they should be. Yes, we are. Sammy Little Emery. Yes, damn right. Love it. I love it. A couple watchers. Thank you so much. Spending your Saturday evening watches. Thank you so much. Momentum is a wonderful thing, says Paul Wolfenden. Is it a good shout for us to win every game left this season, League and Cup? Bring it on. Who's next? As Bill Goldberg once says. And I'm looking at you, whoever it is. Bring them on. Unai Whammery. Yeah. Unai Whammery. Yeah, you whammed them today, didn't I? Like that. Seeking. Fletcher. Is Misha Francis Agassiz as Birmingham Mayor, which means my name is Francis and I'm from Birmingham. I'll have to learn a little bit more Irish, clearly. Richard Edwards, Textra, just notice each game he refs against us, we never get our pens or free kicks unless it's against VAR. Yeah, that's possible. VW owe them a spanking, to be honest, UTV. Yes, thank you, Secreto. Yeah, we did. Because they've given us some damn spankings. And I feel like it's the type of game where we're just going to batter each other back and forth for years to come. Dennis Trowell-Debo's passing was world-class. It was world-class, mate. Kevin Keegan McCaffrey has been a hell of a beating. Yeah. Don't forget Villa beat the best. Yeah. Geordie Villa, we must have to keep scoring when he's ref against us. Yeah. Someone go get Tonali out of Yuri's pocket. Yeah. Emery is one of our own. Give Emery the keys to Birmingham. Yeah, why not? I mean, they can't clear the bins, but in the meantime, at least maybe they can get him a key to get him access to whatever he wants. Charlotte, North Carolina, Christopher Gonzalez. Thank you so much to hear from you from Charlotte, North Carolina, the great state of North Carolina. It's where Michael Jordan's from, one of the greatest sportsmen who ever lived. It's where the Hardy Brothers are from in WWE. Man, we got a US listener, Charlotte, North Carolina. Emery is an honorary Brummie. You're damn right he is. Emery has managed the squad so well. He is. Media confused how Villa could have battered Newcastle. I bet they were. We bossed them from minute one today. The end totally dominate. Absolutely. We have to rename Spaghetti Junction to the Good Evenings for Junction when we win the league next season. Yeah, you can name it after Unai. Why not? I'll gladly get you a pint next Saturday in that London. Thank you so much, mate. Beating Pidge at home is a turning point for players, I believe now. You're damn right, they do. Anyone got a spare Wembley ticket? I really want to go now. Yeah, if anyone's got spares, let him know. Loving it. Exactly, Frankie. Watkins is back. So many, yeah, exactly right. Watkins will score more than 20 goals. Yeah, I mean, he's got 15 in the league this season, on a season where he's barely played 90 minutes. Wow. We can vary how we use our forwards. Yep, Watkins moving, amazing. We have so many options now if we can stay fit. If we see us going unbeaten until the end of the season, yeah, I believe in it. Villa invented league football. Yeah, we did. Watkins was hungry. Bust the move and hit the light. Thank you so much. Yes, squad depth allowing us to do what we want to do. Right, I'm going to Black Country Villain. Great win. I thought the ref was poor. Thank you for the podcast. Thank you so much, Black Country Villain. You say such nice things. You're a great friend of the channel and the podcast. Yeah, ref wasn't great today. The squad depth is insane. Teams must be crapping themselves when they play against us. And that's the thing. Every time Aston Villa's team turn up to Villa Park and they see the opposition, they're like, what's that smell coming out the away end? Bloody hell, what is that? Dub J, I'm sure we've already discussed this. Can I take a moment to pull Yuri Tillemans? The whole team put that shift in. Excellent. It was incredible. Incredible. I have no fear against City. We play better when teams come against us. Yeah, same. Joy Villain, bring it on. Charlotte, USA, home of Dean Smith too. Yes, that's where Sir Dean, the man we all know and love, Sir Dean. Great show, Frankie. Up the motherfucking Villa. Richard, thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. There might be one or two. Let's get Shirky in the summer. Yes, you're damn right. Go for it. Andrew Holdsworth. Watkins looks a different player today. He did. Late in, sorry. That was such a sweet victory, Dub J. Yeah, you can go back and watch me at the start of this podcast when I was absolutely losing my mind. Beautiful. Yes. Last 70 points was 92-93. Set 22-man league, though. Yeah, exactly. We've not done it in the 20-man league era. So bring on Wham! Congratulations, Samantha. Big statement for one from our Villa. Absolutely. FA Cup incoming. Bring it on. Kevin Jeans, the Bullies got bullied. They did. Man of the match, all of them. John Duran, all of them, yeah. But I give it to Ollie Watkins, I think. Seeking Lord Dean of Sir Dean of Aston, absolutely. Prince Emery of Aston, absolutely. You know, Prince William should go to his dad right now and say, Knight Unai Emery. Yeah, I know he's from the Basque country. I know he's not British or whatever, but just break the rules and knight him. Thank you, everybody, for listening. What a victory. That was sweet. Sweet as the cheesecake I'm about to go by and gobble and munch down the whole way. We just beat PSG. We just battered Newcastle. And let's go and beat Manchester City. I love this football club. I love this football team. Up the mighty Villa. What